Welcome to Standard Pick 1, a fantasy-style draft for the new standard set, Lorwyn Eclipsed. I'm Beal.
I'm Danny.
The way it works is that we each take turns choosing a card from the new set until we each have 10. In between picks, we'll discuss why we picked the card and where we think it'll see play in the meta and how it will impact the meta. Danny, can you explain how the point system works for our fantasy draft?
Yeah, so after drafting our picks, we will watch both MTGO challenges and major tournaments, such as like Worlds, Spotlight Showcases, and Pro Tours, and other just SCG-Con major events. Each instance of a card in the top 8 gives us a point for MTGO challenges, and for such as like Worlds and the Pro Tour, we'll just count the points across what's there. So if a playset of a card is qualified, then we would get 4 points.
All right, we'll keep our hand on the pulse of the format and track how each of our picks are doing and see where they're performing well. At the end of the set, we'll analyze why certain picks succeeded and why others failed. Without further ado, would you like to high roll to see who goes first in our picks?
Yeah. Just a little note on the update of our last set. Beal did win.
Yeah, it was 627 my way, and then Danny, you had how much?
453.
453.
We missed 916 cards, and the total avatar cards used was about 1996. There's a little bit of data missing here, but this is just a rough estimate. So together we kind of figured out 54% of the cards that got used.
To be fair to us,
Yeah.
this is one of the most used sets essentially to ever release.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Like, the amount of cards in the meta share from this set compared to most other sets is very high. In Edge, the big one we missed was Quantum Riddler, which I'm sure we both feel very stupid about.
Yes.
The big miss of this set was Boomerang Basics, which would have netted either of us almost the total of our points. 565 times Boomerang Basics was registered, or at least 565 copies was registered. So, I mean, we missed a pretty huge one. But otherwise, I'd be pretty decent about what we got. Yeah. Do you feel sad about missing anything? I know I called out Aang Swift Savior as something I wanted to play.
I think just some smaller things. I remember mentioning Agnequella in the honorable mentions. I feel a little sad about missing that. It's seen play in a lot of, like, I thought it would be Control. Control isn't dealing with it, but, like, it's a one of in Dimir right now and a one of in, like, Looting.
It really isn't one of in Dimir?
It's a one of in Dimir. That's where it's getting a lot of entries.
Okay.
And it makes sense. It's not hateful. I also feel bad about Aang.
What I feel pretty stupid about is I would like to apologize about the lessons thing. I did not believe in lessons. I speculated on lessons and said, okay, if it is good, I think they're going to be for sure playing It'll Quench Ya. I thought they'll play It'll Quench Ya in other decks just in case maybe there's a lot of cards that say, like, if you have a lesson in your graveyard, do this. And I was like, well, It'll Quench is the easiest lesson to put in your deck, so they'll probably do that. Yeah. I was wrong. The all-in lesson package worked. More specifically, the all-in lesson package with Monument and Artist Talent, which I just did not foresee it all being a meta deck. Some people would say it's the top deck in the meta. I disagree. I think it's one of 5 big good decks right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, it earned its spot at the table for sure, and I was not respecting that at all. My big regret, though, is if I was speculating into it, I probably should have chose Iroh's Demonstration because that's a good sideboard card regardless.
I was going to say, it's seen a lot of play in mono red.
Yeah, I mean, it's just better Obliterating Bolt most of the time, but we also got better Obliterating Bolt in this set, so... Just as a preface, we are not doing any of the shock lands, okay?
Yeah.
The shock lands are going to be the highest played thing, almost all of them.
I was going to say, whoever picks Steam Vents just wins.
Right. Steam Vents is a huge one. I want to talk about the biggest ones, though, which are the ones that are completing the current decks, which only have Verges and Restless Lands, which are... correct me if I'm wrong, Azorius, Rakdos, and Selesnya.
Yes.
Those 3 mana bases have just been completely fucked for the past 6 months. 6 months they've been terrible, right? they only have Verges and Restless Lands, and am I missing some? I mean, there's the common, uncommon ones, but like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's been terrible.
Yeah, no, Rakdos is just really hard to play because you just don't. A lot of the Rakdos strategies need your pips, and you can't get it. Yeah, you just have to play some weird things to make up for it. Starting town in 2-color decks just doesn't feel good.
It does not feel good. It's worse like Atterkerways in white blue, for example.
Yeah.
Like it feels pretty bad. Multiversal Passage has been nice.
Yeah, it's been nice.
It's not great. It's like a pathway kind of.
Yeah.
Sometimes 3-color pathways, but like it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
But we're not picking the Shocklands.
Yeah, no, it would be free. It would be uninteresting for the first 5 picks.
For sure.
It would probably be in the exact
Whoever won
order.
the die roll.
Yeah, it'd be Steam Vents, then the next person choose Hollowed Fountain, then probably, I don't know, probably the Golgari one.
Yep.
And then...
I feel like Golgari would be last. I don't want to play Golgari. Because Golgari has... the green black one, Blooming. I always mix that one with Botanical Sanctum. I always mess those up.
That's fair.
Is Blooming, or is it? What the
it's
hell is it
Blooming
called?
Marsh.
Blooming Marsh. I literally always, every time I type it in a Botanical. No, it's not Botanical. I can't remember.
This is a crazy out of pocket thing. I do the same thing, but I mix it up with the Painland in Golgari, Festering
Waste?
Gulch.
Wait.
Sorry, not the Crime Land.
Oh,
yeah. I don't know why. Just Festering Gulch is like, yeah, that's the Golgari land of all time.
Festering Gulch.
Yeah, goes
What?
crazy.
Okay, I know
And
what you mean.
the reason
Yeah.
I say Golgari is fringe Golgari play is happening. There are some people I mentioned in Avatar with that Beifong deck. There are some people going for it.
The more relevant one is Golgari Ouroboros,
Yeah.
which is actually a good deck. There's Golgari Dragons, which is out there, which is I mean on the fringes.
Yeah,
but
all the Golgari stuff is fringes. I just, as of right now, there's nothing. I mean, maybe it's because of the mana. I think Lizards could be interesting, but like Rakdos and Selesnya just aren't. There's nothing drawing me to those colors at the moment.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean Rakdos though, I would be excited about.
Yeah, no, like personally, I love those color pairs. Meta-wise, whatever.
If you want to high roll and see what our first pick will be.
I think I've lost every roll so far.
That is true. 8.
I might get it this time.
I didn't win. I won one high roll at the RCQ, by the way. So
Damn.
and we continue 5. Okay, you got an 8. So
I got an 8. Okay, this is tricky because there's a lot of good cards.
A lot of very good cards.
Okay, maybe not a lot of good cards. We'll get into it, but there's a couple that are like insanely good picks. But I gotta go with Spell Snare as my number one.
Really? Okay, Spell Snare.
I mean, it's 2-drops are kind of king right now. Spell Snare works on almost everything in the Lessons deck besides Monument. It hits Badger Mole Cub. It just hits so much. It hits Consult. And there's just so many decks it can see play in. It can see play in Control. It could see play in, or not can. It will see play in Control. It will see play in Dimir. And honestly, I could maybe see going some optionality for the mirror of switching out Spider Sense, maybe in the Simic stuff.
Oh, okay.
Just for a mirror breaker, because the Badger Mole Cub is very important to that deck, and being able to hit Badger Mole Cub is significant. I mean, it shows itself in Modern, and I get Modern has cheaper, more efficient threats, but it's just a great card. And right now, with so many problematic 2-drops, and not even just problematic 2-drops, just so many good 2-drops, it hits so much. It's so cheap. It's so effective. I easily see this being a big part of the meta.
All right. I agree it's going to be a big part of the meta. And I do think that 2-drops are a huge part of the meta. Yeah. But because I think 2-drops are a big piece of the meta, my first pick is going to be Requiting Hex or Requiting Hex.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce this? I was literally looking up how do you pronounce it. Is it Requiting Hex?
That's how I'm reading it.
Requiting Hex? I think it's Requiting.
It might be Requiting.
Requiting Hex.
Cut down at home.
It's cut down at home, but also better than cut down in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than cut down in a lot of ways. A lot of 3-drops now are outside of the 5 toughness, 5 total power toughness anyway.
Yeah.
Right? There's a lot of powerful 3-drops that are 2/4s. There's a lot of powerful 3-drops that are 3/3s. I mean, well, maybe not 3/3s, but they're outside of the 5 total anyway. And it doesn't get fucked up by pump spells, by power increases, things like that, which was a big, rock, paper, scissors game into the mono red matchups. Now it's like, okay, you buff your Manifold Mouse. I don't have to worry about anything else. Or your Emberheart Challenger. They aren't running Manifold anymore. Yeah. But you get the idea. Also, something I wanted to bring up about your Spell Snare thing is if Force Spike was legal, would you play it?
Probably not Force Spike.
Why not? I would play Force Spike, at least as a one-of main board.
Maybe one of, yeah.
I think that would be an awesome reprint.
That would have been an awesome reprint. Yeah. I mean, it's good. I mean, it will see play. Dimir is the copium deck of all time.
I don't think so anymore, but I'll get into that.
Yeah, I think Dimir is the copium deck of all time, and it makes it better. It's going to see play in Dimir. It's probably better than Stab. Yeah, I mean, I think...
Okay, probably better than Stab. It's better than Stab.
It is better than Stab.
It is much better than Stab. In my opinion, much, much better than Stab.
My pick 2 is going to be Seer.
I knew it. Yeah.
The card's good. It's good. It's good Is it card.
It's a good any red sideboard.
Any red anything.
We were talking about better Iroh's Demonstration, better Obliterating Bolt. This is that, right?
Yeah. It is exactly that. It is just a crazy good card. There is not much else to say about it. It's a boring pick, but it's a good one.
That's going to be a lot of our first picks probably are going to be... This set has been... Wow, there's a lot of really good uncommons, and they're like... These are... Me and Danny were talking pre-show about whether the meta will change, or whether this set will change the meta. I said, I think it's going to change the meta, mostly because of the lands, and maybe a few other picks, which you might be surprised that I choose. But I think that the lands are going to open up so many different lines of play that regardless of whether we see like big creatures, big spells, whatever, that these lands are going to open up finally the toolbox of what this meta should have been for so long if they had just printed these lands in Spider-Man.
Yeah, I don't agree. I think the meta's pretty tight right now. And there's a lot of tools in this set for, I think, the meta decks currently. And there's nothing, I mean, there's some of the typal decks, and I'm sure we'll talk about those later on. But I mean, I think there's a lot of fun brew cards, but I think in the meta as a whole, I mean, the red decks just get better with Seer. The one black deck in the meta just gets a lot better with Requiting Hex or whatever we call it.
Requiting Hex.
Requiting Hex.
Sure.
Hex. And I mean, all the blue decks, which there are many, get better with Spell Snare. I think the biggest shift in the meta I'm expecting is blue-white control is going to be relevant because of Hollowed Fountain.
But what about, you think Jeskai just going to go away? Instead, I think Jeskai just going to pick up the Steam Vents and Hollowed Fountain, and then it's just going to be better than Azorius Control, right?
I think they're going to serve different I think they're going to serve different purposes.
But what are the different purposes? Right, doesn't Jeskai Control just beat Azorius Control and beat the things that Azorius Control beats? Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, you've played it more than I have, but...
Jeskai Control's a weird deck. Lightning Helix is a very good card. And I mean, the reason you are, because I am not a control player. I'm going through a little bit of a control arc to learn control and potentially become a control player. I don't know. I'm having fun so far, but also getting headaches after mirror matches is not it for me. But talking to some control players, there's a lot of people who really like control that are really excited for Azorius. The big thing Azorius provides that beats over Jeskai, I actually think Azorius beats Jeskai. It's because you get access to Fountain Port and Demolition Field in Azorius, which are two very relevant cards.
I think Demo Field used to be more relevant, when the creature lands were the win cons for the control decks.
Yes.
They no longer are.
But Mistrise is.
Mistrise, I mean, okay.
That is game defining in the mirrors.
Okay. Yeah.
Quarry Mountain Monastery is a massive card, and they play one of.
Well, yeah, but you know what doesn't play any of it? Azorius Control.
I mean, yes, but they play Fountain Port.
They play Fountain Port, which is fine.
I mean, again, so I don't. There's ups and downs. I mean, you miss out on a Braid, which is very relevant, so you don't get hosed by lessons. But I mean, ultimately, figuring out these control things is for people smarter than I am. But I just know there's a lot of very devout control players that are very excited to go back to Azorius and feel that they would much rather do Azorius than Jeskai. So that's kind of what I'm expecting. I don't expect the meta decks to really shift. I think they're just going to take these new tools, and I think tier 2 and tier 3 decks are going to be very interesting. There's going to be a lot of fun there. But in terms of tier 1, outside of throwing an Azorius control into the mix, I don't really see it changing much. And that's my personal view of what's going to happen.
Okay, I just disagree, but that's okay. There's a lot of decks I think are going to get a lot better with these lands. Because, I mean, we'll think about it, right? We've seen Azorius aggro be a thing, but it's in spite of the mana, right?
Yeah.
We've seen certain things. Like, we saw Aang see a lot of play despite the terrible mana that we've seen. Obviously, it's in Allies decks and some other things. I believe firmly Esper mid-range is going to take over Dimir mid-range. I think it's completely going to take over Dimir mid-range. I think Aang is such a strong card that even if he's the only white card you're playing, and you're not because you're also playing No More Lies, right? Yeah. I think even if he's the only thing you're playing, you are playing Esper for him. Like, he is him into Kaido, whatever with him, and then bouncing it back to he's so insanely broken. I just believe the meta's going to change a lot with these lands.
Yeah.
So, and also Selesnya Landfall gets Temple Garden, which allows it maybe to be mono green because then you have Temple Gardens and you can play like the two mana thing from Murders that scales with your forests and another card on here that I'm probably gonna pick. Yeah. Just a spoiler, but for my second pick, I'm going to choose Jean-Emmanuel Dupraz card, the 3-mana Formidable Speaker.
Yeah.
2/4 Elf Druid that when it enters, you discard a card and then tutor for a creature card. I mean, it just seems so. The fact that you don't need to discard a creature card, by the way, you could discard anything and just get the best creature in your deck that you need at the time. I mean, your deck just becomes a toolbox that is like right now we see Nature's Rhythm do this, where you have just like one-ofs of like the Elf Sentinel, the Exile's Graveyards, the other things, but they have to be green.
Yeah.
This can be any creature. You don't need to discard a creature. We already have Sultai combo Living End, which you discard a creature you want to reanimate, then you go get Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like, it just seems like it slots in to things already, and it opens new things already. Yeah. And it's an elf. Like, so if elves become good, because they're really pumping some power into elves this set, potentially.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think elves is the strongest
I disagree with that.
In this set by a lot.
I thought so, but I looked at the curve of elves, and it feels really weird and awkward. There's no good 2-drop elves.
Well, no, because you're playing Llanowar elves.
Okay, sure, but what if you don't get Llanowar elves?
You mull.
No. Okay, if your deck has to mull, like, 60% of the time, I feel like your deck is just worse and is super potentially vulnerable. We'll get into that later if you're choosing elves. But I think while elves is strong for sure, I think the curve is a little awkward. I made some elves decks, and every time I was like, dang, there's no good 2-drops. There's one good 2-drop. And Badger Mole Cups. You're playing like 8 2-drops, 8 1-drops, and then a bunch of like random 3, and it just feels awkward and strange and weird, and not how I'm used to playing elves. I don't know.
Fair.
But anyway, Formidable Speaker just seems like a clear choice.
No, it seems very good. I will be very curious to see what Simic does with this card.
Simic, like Ouroboros?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because my thought process is you play the Rizzler, so you want to empty your hand for Rizzler. So I could see it seeing play in there, but also it feels so incredibly slow in that deck.
In the Rizzler deck, I don't think it. I don't know. I think this deck is not for that. I don't think it's there.
I think I could see people experimenting with it.
Well, it'll definitely. I think this is a lot of people have forgotten about this card because it was revealed a year ago or whatever. I mean, was it a year? It was maybe like 6 months.
It was revealed so long ago.
A very long time ago. I love Jean-Emmanuel Duprat, right? Like these are just. I'm just happy it exists. It's a very cool card. So
I think it's a very cool card. I think it's going to see a lot of play, and even if it.
Sorry, I pointed to the gangly Stompling who's got big old feet all over the screen.
Popper note: we didn't get a good shapeshifter for advisors.
That's okay.
Well, there's one. It's on the table.
Yeah,
but that's a Popper thing.
Yeah.
Shout out to Popper. So this is where I get to the point where there's cards that I think are good, but I feel less good about them.
So I would like to add on to that. This set feels like a lot of generically good cards, and then a lot of cards that are very, very good, but only in one specific game plan. So you kind of have to bet on whether that game plan will be good or not.
Yes. So there's a lot of crazy things happening.
Whoa.
I think though
there's some other generically good cards I'm gonna pick, but
there's some other generically good cards. But I think I want to go with a weird one.
Do a silly one. Now it's time for a silly one.
Yeah, it's a bet. Glenn Alendra's Answer, which originally reads, I will admit, it reads like a commander card.
You did just in the control mirror?
Yeah. But again, I was talking to some very passionate control players, and they specifically, I work at an LGS, and they asked me to put this card aside for them. And I was like, what is going on here? This is a commander card. Why are these players that I have respect for trying to play this in standard? Then I reread it, and I think it's a meta call. I think in blue-white, it could be interesting. I think the fact that it hits abilities is what makes it interesting. You're not going to have a really big stack, I don't think. Very rarely do you get in a stack war in standard, in my opinion.
No, almost never.
Almost never. Like, and even when it is a stack war, it's
you don't
like,
have 4 mana to.
You don't have 4 mana.
Yeah.
The ability thing is interesting though. Especially
but you can continue. I'm gonna fight back, but
yeah, I know you're gonna fight back. I'm not 100% on this card, but it's a meta call. I think against a mirror, like if they get down enduring, it could be a comeback.
Here's what I think. I think it's pick 3, and you're picking something that, in your ideal scenario, it's a mirror sideboard card that has like 20 points.
Maybe, but that is what I feel about this set. I don't feel like there's anything else.
Maybe it's not 20 points. Assume it's like a 2 of in the sideboards. You don't think that really? I mean, I disagree, and I'll tell you a lot of things about why. But Glenn Alendra's Answer is I can see it being a decent sideboard 1 or 2 of. I don't think you're ever running it main board, and I think if you're boarding it in to target abilities, then you might as well just do Tishana's, which is this, but 3 mana and has a 3/2 instead of that. Yeah. Like, it's just not good. Like, what are you ever triggering? I just don't. So what I do think it would be interesting to, like, it would be interesting in a board against, like, Monument where they, like, or is it Lessons? I call it Monument because it's more like a Monument deck than a Lessons deck, but the Lessons are a big part of it, so I'll call it Lessons. Where, like, you have, like, Artist Talent and, like, a discard trigger, and, like, double Artist Talent triggers and then, like, Monument triggers or something. And that's quite interesting, but I also think you'd just be better playing other things than this. Like, I don't know. I just don't see it. I can see it as being a mirror, not even a mirror breaker, but good in the mirror.
I mean, again, I'm not 100% confident in it, but it reads good.
Okay.
It reads good to me, and I think it's the most realistic thing to see play that's left.
All right. Really?
Okay, no, actually, there's some other things I think that we'll see play.
Okay.
Very few.
You did a quirky one, I guess. No, I'm going to do a non-quirky one. Man, will I? Man, I'm kind of kicking myself here. Because there's one I know that I want to pick, but I know that you're not going to pick it, so I might as well just not pick it now.
Yeah.
I'll do Flitterwing Nuisance, which is the 1 mana 2/2 that enters with a -1/-1 counter. In fairies, it's a fairy. It's not for fairies. I mean, it could be for fairies. So this card is really, really, really annoying, and Dimir likes evasive 1-drops. Okay. Or Esper, whatever the iteration that it becomes. I believe it's going to be Esper, Dimir, whatever it is. The Tempo blue deck.
Yes.
Really likes this because even if they target it with... They don't want to target it with a removal spell. Even if they do and you activate it, once you've activated it, they can't kill it in response. So... Or they can, but it's not going to do anything, right? It is just like a little mini... You get so much optionality between like Kaidoing this or holding up whatever... And if they don't interact with you, you could just activate it and then draw a few cards. And now your 1 mana 1/1 is a 2/2 that, sure, you spent mana on it, but you didn't spend any cards to draw extra stuff. It's just a little mini curiosity that becomes a 2/2. It becomes an annoying threat. It's kind of like, I feel like it's almost like a better, in a way, it works well with Spyglass Siren because you could remove like a 1/1 counter from it afterwards and do it again. You could... It's just a cute little card that doesn't require you to do much for it.
That's fair.
Like you play 4 of this, 4 Spyglass Siren, a couple Cecils, and you're chilling. Like this is a good card, in my opinion. It's just a good card.
Yeah.
And it works well with another card I really like.
I can see it.
So I think it's generically good enough to where I'm like, yeah, I'll play it.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah, I don't know. You've sold me on it.
Okay.
I think it's fine.
Okay. I've sold it to being fine. That's good enough for me. Danny hates Lorwyn, apparently.
I don't hate Lorwyn. I like it. I hate it in the context of this podcast where I need to be thinking about meta calls. I think, again,
it is hard.
Tier 2, Tier 3, this set's awesome. There's even like, I don't know, I think like format, like across multiple formats, I think this set's awesome in Tier 2, Tier 3. And Tier 1, I don't think this format does much.
I'm a big disagreeer. I think there are a few things that penetrate Tier 1, and those few things are so good.
Yes.
Like I can feel it. I can feel it in the future. Someone plays a Flitterwing Nuisance against me. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, is it like, your impulse?
No, I have an impulse about it. I have an impulse. I just have this impulse about it. God damn it.
Yeah. Anyway, next card I'm gonna pick is Sapling Nursery.
Fuck you! Fuck you! No, fuck you!
Get hate drafted.
No.
I think the card's fine.
He doesn't even like it. He's just fucking picking it because I wanted it. Why did I say anything?
No, when you were like, this is pick 3 and you're picking Glen Alenda's, I looked back at my list and I saw it and I was like, fuck.
This motherfucker. We normally don't communicate about the cards we like very much before this podcast, but it's been such a short spoiler season and everything's so exciting because it's in such a short. I told this motherfucker, I was like, I love this card. Why would you do that to me? That's fine.
So I thought about it some more after talking. I think you're a lot higher on it than I am, but I do think it's good. And like as of right now, if you pull up Goldfish, which is one of the resources I use to track the meta, Celestial Landfall is 9.9% of the meta. I remember roughly, I didn't double check, but like at the spotlights this weekend that we're recording, Celestial Landfall is doing pretty good. I believe Simon Nelson's on the deck.
I think it's Nielsen. Yeah.
Nielsen, yeah. Big props for him. I think the fact that they're 3/4s is the important part of this. 4 toughness is really hard to deal with for a lot of decks. That we're back into the 4 or bust category in standard, where creatures with 3 toughness are just so much worse than creatures with 4 toughness.
This reminds me of something that I wanted to say earlier, which is that Requiting Hex hits tokens, and Cut Down does not hit tokens.
True. That is true. That is something back in pre-rotation. You would sometimes play Annoyed, and it was really nice to hit like those demons.
Yeah.
Which I mean, demons is a fake deck, but
that is true. But Unholy Annex is still a good card.
Yes,
even if it's a fake deck.
It's how I feel about Mosswood Dread Knight. It's a good card. It doesn't have a home. Demon, like Unholy Annex is an amazing card. It does not have a home. Demon Wall's good. The rest of the package just doesn't work.
I'm still a believer you could just play it with no demons in your deck. Like, it's in my opinion, it's like, I think you can.
Yeah,
but
I think we're a little too aggressive at the moment with the meta.
I agree, which is why it doesn't see play, but I still think it's a good card. So I'll say my piece about Sapling Nursery, because I prepared a whole thing in my head about why I think it's good, but you stole it from me. So right now, I haven't played the Celestial Landfall deck. I have almost all the cards to play it in Standard.
Interesting.
And really, remember, like, I came into so Danny works at a card store.
Yeah.
I came into the store and I was like, I just bought a bunch of like mono green landfall random shit. Yeah. I was like, yeah, just give me like the golden Aether Drift versions of like the World Wagon and some other things.
This jit loves piss cards.
This jit loves piss cards. So this jit cracks Fabled Passage. But anyway, so I got those, and then I got like Might Form, and I was just like, man, this seems like a good, cute deck. I don't think it'll be good. And I never like built it in paper, but I was very close on a lot of these things, right? Yeah. I have 4 Ice Steel Explorers. I have all of this except for Bossford Hydra, which I don't like as a card anyway. Yeah. Mushroom Hydra is just worse Earthbencher's Ascension in some ways. In my opinion, they're only playing 2 Lumbering World Wagons in this deck. That feels like a mistake. Anyway, there's this specific list that he pulled up from SCG Con Atlanta, which who gives a fuck? It was a 4-1 Re-CQ deck. I don't know why we're looking at this, but I know. That's why I don't like Goldfish sometimes. I like Goldfish. I like your some of your tracking things, but I don't like the when you have to pull up a deck. It just feels weird. Yeah. Anyway. Wait, scroll back up, because now I've forgotten. It replaces, in my opinion, this replaces Esper Origins. I don't really understand why Esper Origins is in the deck, but I imagine it's for like the longer matchups for value. Yeah. And you know what can be 2 mana and have a lot of value is this card. A lot of the times it's like 4 mana, immediately making a 3/4, and then every turn from that point on is making 1 or 2 3/4s. And it just seems really, really, really good, especially when you have like Badger Mole Cub plus like any of the sack lands. Like your Badger Mole Cub, like a Fabled Passage, sacrifice the Fabled Passage. It comes in, like makes a land, another land enters, you sack it again, make another land. Like you just get so many landfall triggers in this deck. And I also think it's gonna be, you're gonna take out Hushwood Verge and you're gonna put in the new Forest Temple Garden. Yeah. And I think it's just going to be mono green essentially, but splash white for like sideboards or maybe like main board like Seam Rip or something. But
yeah, I think the card's very good reading it. I think it's kind of like playing with like Chocobo Racetrack or whatever the one.
Okay,
from,
but like
no.
way
It
better.
is a lot better. What I'm gonna say is there's cards I already feel are very close to being good.
Like the 2-mana warp one.
The
I actually
2-mana
thought
warp
about
one.
putting in one.
Yeah,
of
the
these decks.
2-mana warp one's good, and the problem is those tokens are really easy to deal with, or you don't care. A 3/4 with reach too. I didn't even read that reach part. That reach part is so relevant. There are so many flyers you have to deal with.
And 3 power is super relevant because it also crews World Wagon. Right?
That's
like
fair.
3 power is exactly enough to crew World Wagon, which gets you another 3/4. And it's like
Yes.
free attacks, free attacks, free attacks. It just seems so good to me.
Yeah, I think it's free in the landfall deck, and people love landfall.
And I'm pissed.
So,
And I'm
yeah,
mad,
we'll
and
snipe
I'm-
one of
and
my
I'm
picks.
just angry. I don't want to. I don't even know what the fuck
Yeah,
you're gonna
you don't
choose.
even know.
'Cause
I'm on that.
I've been so-
society shit.
I've been so passionate, and you're over here like, oh, this set, bro. It's not gonna be tier 1. Fuck you, pal. I'll choose one of my favorite set before you steal it from me, which is gonna be the new Sig. The new Sig, I think, is low-key kind of broken. I think the new Sig is low-key kind of broken. I didn't even write it down. I forgot to write it down. I don't remember his full name. But
I don't either,
The new Flip Sig.
but I am gonna show you what I wrote on my list for this card.
Okay, great. He's
I'm
gonna
not gonna
flame the shit out of me probably. But
No.
Here's the deal, okay? You play any 1-drop. You play Sig. They then either it's probably evasive or it's something like Cecil, right? So like imagine
I wrote on my I wrote Sig on my list, and I just didn't process that I was ever going to take the card.
yeah.
Because I know this is you. You are gaga over this card.
This card has to be so good, okay? It's a 2-mana unblockable creature that can block if it needs to, that immediately draws you a card, that flips and then makes something invulnerable to your next turn, by the way. Not until the end of this turn, okay? So if you have extra mana, you can flip him over, sure. He gets a free attack for any Kaido, right? Kaido is just free with him. They can never block him. They have to kill him, and he's already card advantaged, right? And when you flip him, he makes something, he protects you from each color until your next turn. Then you can flip him over. He can target himself and draw a card for free because it's unblockable. Or he can target something else that's evasive. Like, he is just a draw engine that can do Kaido immediately, that can, like turn 2, then turn 3 can do Kaido because they can't block it. Like, it is just really good. And if you don't need to use your mana, like, whatever, like, let's say turn 2 and then turn 3, you pay a white mana and then you just play another land and you're holding up like Flood Pits or a counterspell or whatever. Like, in my head, it's going to be like Flood Pits or No More Lies or whatever because I'm viewing it as an Esper thing. Even in just a mirror where you don't have access to white, or maybe you're just running some starting towns, whatever, I think he's good. I think he's really, really, really good. So, I don't know. You're happy to bounce him because then he's just drawing you another card. You're happy to... I mean, he's just ridiculous. I swear this card's really good. And he's going to be like a pain in your back, like a thorn in your side, whatever. He's just really good, in my opinion. So, that's my spiel.
I think he's fine.
Danny hates me. So, whatever.
I get what you're saying.
I'm going to go get my drink. Hold on. Say whatever you want.
Yeah, I think he is fine. Very effective. He's also a 2/2. And, I mean, he dies to so much.
Okay, he dies, but then you're already card advantaged.
Yeah.
So great. Now you're up 2 cards. Because he 2-for-1'd you. But you kind of have to 2-for-1 yourself, or else he's going to gain so much value that you'll want to die in real life. Which is hopefully Danny gets paired to me our round 1 of Standard in this format, because God knows I'm going to be playing 3 Sigs. And then I'm going to turn 1 Flyer, turn 2, I'm going to turn 1 Flitting Nuisance, turn 2 this thing, draw a card, turn 3 Swing All. Either you have to kill something, because I either have Kaido or the activation for Flitting Nuisance. Like, you'll want to die. I'm going to draw 30 cards, and you're going to be mauling.
Yeah.
And you're going to be like, oh, I was wrong. Sig is so good. I'll still have 7 cards in hand. I'll have 8 cards. I'll have the discard to hand size. I'll have so many choices.
I don't think the card's bad.
He will learn.
I think the card's good. Like, I'll even go as far as say it's good. I do think you're way too high on the card, but I think it's a good card.
I wish I was high on pot news. You can go. I'm done.
Okay, I think the card's fine.
No, he doesn't.
I know, I legitimately do. I think Sig is a good card. Like, do I rage bait you a little by being lower on it? Just a little. I do think it is a pretty good card. I'm just not a believer in the Esper mid-range, and I think without flipping him, the card is a lot worse. I think a lot of instances I would rather have Flood Pits.
On turn 2?
Yeah.
On the play?
Yeah.
You wait. What does Flood Pits do for you? On the play especially.
Holding up 2 mana on turn 2 is pretty relevant for a lot of decks.
Okay, so let's say you do Flood Pits, whatever. You get their blocker out of the way, right?
Sure, yeah.
What does Sig do? He can't be blocked anyway. So what does it matter? It's like that. It's like Flood Pits that draws you a card. Think about it that way. I mean, obviously, it's not quite that good.
It's not Flash. And the thing is, Flood Pits wins games.
This wins games. Saying this is worse than okay. Flood Pits is a really good card. I don't think it's
worse than Flood Pits. I think I would rather have Flood Pits.
If my 2 sons were dangling off a cliff and I had to save either Sig or Flood Pits, I would save Sig.
Yeah.
No, you can't say yeah because you disagree.
No. I think in a vacuum, Sig is obviously the better card. But
now we're getting somewhere.
But I think specifically right now, and my experience playing a ton of Flood Pits, I would rather have Flood Pits in most situations.
That's crazy. Okay.
But that is just me. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. I think Sig's command's really good.
Wow. What?
I think Sig's command's great. If Merfolk are a deck, which I think there is a possibility, a stronger possibility than a lower possibility, the card's nuts. If Merfolk are not a deck, I think the card's pretty good. Does it have a home right now? Not really. But like I envision like even the middle 2 modes, giving all your creatures lifelink and then drawing a card to replace. What did I just do? Oh, I know what I did.
You clicked on the artist.
I clicked on the artist. I think the middle 2 modes are just really strong. Gix's command back in the day, giving something lifelink, was like really good.
+2.
And +2, yes, and +2. But this gives everything lifelink.
Okay.
Like maybe it's sideboard, but like I
have it sideboarded in my Merfolk deck, and I'm not even that confident into it. So here's my thing: is like you can make a copy of a Merfolk you control. Yeah. It's fine. I mean that's fine. 3 mana, make a Merfolk, draw a card is fine. Most of the time, that's what you're going to be doing. But you're probably not wanting to sorcery tap something down, put a stone sun counter on something.
No.
You might. I do like the optionality, and this card is good into aggro. Yeah. I feel like this card is not good into much else, especially because you're probably making a token that's like a copy of like Flood Pits or something. But it's fine. I think this card is fine. I think it's far from the second strongest Merfolk of the set. Maybe not far from.
I mean, far from. Yeah. Again, I don't know the home. I am purely spitballing here. But those middle 2 modes seem really good to me, and I could maybe see in some fringe brew, even like as an aggro Mirror Breaker and Azorius aggro. Because you go super wide, so giving everything lifelink is really relevant there. If it gave one creature lifelink, unplayable. Giving everything lifelink, eyes are open.
Yeah, I mean, I agree that is a relevant line of text for sure.
And again, like drawing 1 card for 3 mana isn't great, but it being able to replace itself and gain you a ton of life, I think it's relevant.
Yeah, I mean, it's relevant, and I won't disagree with that. Okay. My 5th pick is going to be... It's so awkward, but... Should I think I'm going to go with Oko. Oko, Lorwyn, Liege. Danny really hates that pick. I am not confident in this pick just because the colors are a little weird. Blue green is are just some weird colors for this type of effect.
Freak colors.
I think most of the time, here's how I envision the play for this card going: is 3 mana. You play it, you minus something by 2. If you don't, then I guess you'll +2, and then that's fine. Then next turn you'll flip him, and he'll make you 2 3/3 elks, and you'll be really happy about it. And then he doesn't need to do anything for the rest of the game, because then you've already done the thing, and you've kind of, I don't know, you've kind of won. I guess like you're kind of happy. Like 3 mana make 2. It's kind of 3 mana, kind of 4 mana. 3 mana make 2 3/3s. I would say more like 3 mana. 3 mana make 2 3/3s. Cool. I've made 2 3/3s. Then you flip him. You play him. He minuses something. Whatever. It's fine. You flip him. You make 2 elks, and then you draw a card on the next turn. And then he dies, but he's already made you 2 3/3s and drawn you a card. And if you didn't need the +1, then you can do it again and draw a second card. He might be sideboard playable. He might be mainboard playable. I think he's just annoying and can potentially have... He's also hard to kill. He's potentially hard to kill. In the mono red, you would have to +2 him because obviously Nova Hellkite can always hit him or whatever. But I think 3 mana to have 5 loyalty is very strong, or you can minus if need be. I think this card will play well. I'm just not sure if he'll be competitive, but I think the raw power is there.
I am so happy when on turn 3 you do literally nothing.
You minus something, or you do literally nothing. It's true.
You do literally nothing, and then turn 4 you go down a mana to make 2 3/3s, which are admittedly strong.
I mean, you're investing in the future. Most 3 mana planeswalkers aren't gonna do. Okay, hold up. Wait. Original Oko's bad because he comes down on turn 3 and doesn't do anything.
Okay, whoa. Okay,
but that's not a good reason to say a 3 mana planeswalker's bad.
Okay, but original Oko, you did not have to pay an additional mana for him to do literally anything at all.
Who gives a shit, though?
And the thing about original Oko is he was way harder to kill.
That's true. Original Oko was broken. This isn't broken.
This isn't broken. It's like, whatever.
But he makes 3/3s at the same pace as the old Oko.
Sure, but for like an extra mana
and for a cost of loyalty, with the extra mana, it almost doesn't matter. I swear.
And the cost of loyalty. The thing is, like, you made the elk and you went up loyalty.
Yeah, I know, but it also took 2 turns to do it. To do it once. This takes 2 turns to do it twice, and then you draw more cards. I think it's strong. I think it's strong.
In a format where you die turn 3 or 4, doing literally nothing on turn 3.
It's probably sideboard. It's probably sideboard.
For what?
I like. It's probably sideboard for the Simic Ouroboros decks against control. Right? Like, that isn't the whole weakness of the deck that it dies to board wipes. So you play this as a form of card advantage, and you play Quantum Riddler, and then you're chilling. That's how I see it.
I mean, I guess, but like,
we're missing something like that for that deck. And that's why I think it'll see like 2 or 3 copies of the sideboard, or maybe even a copy mainboard, 2 sideboard, something like that. Or maybe just 2 total, either way. I think this card is not going to net the most points, but I think it's a strong card that will, at least, I hope, see some experimentation. I don't think it's weak. I think it's quite strong. I don't think it's broken. I think it's strong and usable. I mean, that's how I see it. I think there's very few things that once you play this, they could kill it on turn 3.
The only notable thing about this card is Bulge Gate.
Whatever. If you wanna objectify him instead of acknowledge his strength, then that's fine. You can do that.
Yeah. You know what? I might just. I need to double read one of my picks because it might have been done in a fit of delirium.
Delirium.
It was done in a fit of delirium. I don't know what I was thinking.
Did you think?
I was thinking Boulder Dash.
Why?
So I'm not picking it, but I thought it because I was like, oh well, if you're on the draw, you kill their Llanowar elf and their Badger Mole.
Yeah.
Like I said, a Fit of Delirium. I don't know why you wouldn't just play Iris Demonstration.
Yeah. Or like Fire Magic.
Yeah. I'm still gonna talk about another Simic card because Simic's good. I think the best elemental is Wistfulness. And I think it is pretty good. It's the Evoke, 2 green, exiles artifact enchantment, 2 blue, draw 2, discard a card. It's a 6/5. The body's really good. 5 mana. I mean, obviously 5 mana, 6/5 has some upside on enters. Is fine. But I just think it's strong. It does. I think it's just a good sideboard card in Simic. It's artifact hate that's still on a creature. Simic wants to just step on the gas. 5 mana in Simic is like a penny exchange. It's nothing. Being able to hate out monuments, being able to artist talent. I'm sure there's other relevant enchantments and artifacts that I'm just not thinking about. And the drawing cards is nice. And again, it's just a threat you have to deal with.
I mean, okay, I can understand, and I'll pick my favorite elemental incarnation. I keep wanting to say invocation. Incarnation in opposition to yours. But what I will say is I do think that this is nice by virtue of it has a sideboard targeting thing that you're pretty happy doing. The issue is that you don't really like casting both sides of it for the Evoke. It's fine. At worst, it's like whatever the dragon. What's the dragon storm? The blue dragon storm. It's like kind of like the rolling dragon storm. Roiling dragon storm. It's like roiling dragon storm, and you're like, okay, whatever, it's fine, I guess. Like it's kind of a worse version, definitely a worse version of that. And 5 mana is easy to hit, and Simic currently has like a pretty good deck for this. So you are happy with that. It also synergizes pretty well with Quantum Riddler. Or like obviously like if you evoke this and you have 2 cards or whatever, and then you go down to 1 card and you draw 3 cards and then discard a card, like it's fine. It's fine. It's just that both modes are not proactive or happy. Like you're not happy to do either, in my opinion, which is probably why it costs 5 mana instead of the other ones costing 6.
I mean, you're not delighted, but like I would rather. I mean, I don't play the Simic deck, but I feel like in some cases I would rather have this than like a Heritage deck.
They don't play Heritage deck, do they?
Let's check.
All right, let's do a audit.
Yeah, let's audit. Simic Ouroboros. Definitely, I would rather have it than like Vivian Reed. No. They play Origins of Metal Bending.
Okay. What?
Told me that card wasn't good.
Well, I know, but it's not really. I mean, this is like a creature-based deck.
Yeah.
I said I didn't say it wasn't good. I said that it'll probably be more relevant when Lessons are around. But I think that Heritage Reclamation is better, and the reason why they don't have Heritage Reclamation is because they're running Keen-Eye Curators.
Yeah.
So this deck they can afford to do that. Some other decks can't.
Yeah. I mean, I think I would rather have Wistfulness than Origin, because at worst it's a better well, I mean, I guess.
Oh yeah, right. That's this card that you picked.
I mean, I guess it's not instant speed, which is relevant, but like Exile's usually better than Destroy. It's not always the most relevant, but sometimes it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's somewhat relevant. I won't disagree that it can be relevant. My pick is going to be Deceit. I think Deceit's the best one, mostly not because I think you're going to be casting it for 6 mana very often. And honestly, I kind of don't want to put it in any of my decks, but I still think it's better, weirdly enough, because the blue is really good, or not really good. It's serviceable, and the black is serviceable, right? So black is Thoughtseize, blue is whatever, Into the Floodmaw. So you're paying like a little bit more on either side for that optionality. Blue-black doesn't have the best mana, but it doesn't have bad mana. For this type of effect, it is okay. I don't think any of these are good. I'll be honest. I don't think any of the elemental invocations are good. I think they stand to see a small chance of play. I think it's kind of a fail of a cycle, to be honest with you. I think it's kind of a bad cycle.
Yeah. How many picks do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4.
We've got 4, I think.
6. 4. Yeah, I don't think either of us are gonna pick any more elementals. So
I'm certainly not.
I'm on the fence about one, but I think there's plenty
Red,
of other
green?
cards. No, I don't.
Really?
In standard, I don't think red green's anything.
What I will say about the red white one.
That was the one I was gonna bring up. That's the other one that intrigues
good.
me.
It's probably decent, and it's also 3 creatures entering for things that care about creatures entering.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. The red version, the red casting just feels terrible to cast. You never want to do that almost ever, in my opinion. Like, it is. When are you casting red instead of white? Like, almost never. I'll say almost never. It just feels kind of bad. And also, I don't know. You're never getting to 6 mana. You're never like. The Kithkin's not super relevant of a creature type. Like, if it was. I mean, it's not going to be humans. I like the art a lot. Probably my favorite art of any of them. I like the little snail guy. Yeah. But, like, I don't know. If Kithkin aggro is good, which I don't think it is, then this is fine.
So
I just don't think this card's good.
I could see this being, if we ever get a go wide deck like Convoke again, that can, play red. I don't think it is good now. I think in the future it could have some potential.
But you're not playing this over. I mean, you're just not playing this over the 2 mana flash thing. Make a 1/1 that makes a 1/1.
Yeah.
You're just never playing this over anything else. That's the problem. Like, you're never playing this over.
I think the red mode's better than you give it credit for.
I don't think so because I mean, what are you playing? I just don't think you're playing this card. Like, I don't know. The optionality is not worth the 1 mana requirement, and then 2. I mean, I don't know. And even when you do play it, it's like a 4/5.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like not even strong to play it. Like,
yeah. No, I agree. I think the card is. I don't think it is worth a pick, but I think it's interesting.
If something had 3 mana that was instant or convoke that was good,
yeah, and
you could play that on turn 2, and then while the evoke triggers on the stack, you can convoke out something like that could be good. Yeah, I just don't. I don't believe in it.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I think just talking about the elemental cycle as a whole, I think the 3 we've talked about are the relevant ones. The Gruul one, I think it's Vibrance. In older formats, is a lot more interesting as a land tutor, but
at least the red's good.
Yeah, like the other one, it's a lot interesting in older formats. In standard, we have no good lands to tutor, and Lightning Strike is not it.
That's true.
Worst Lightning Strike.
I will say at least the 2 options are good. Like,
yes.
Like if you're really struggling for land, fine, whatever. I prefer that to drawing 2 and then discarding a card, probably, because at least it gains you life and for sure gets you what you need. Yeah. The red is like fine. At least it's kind of a removal spell. Like the white-black one just looks like it sucks complete ass to me. Like the white you're almost never casting, and then
I don't even remember what it's called.
I don't either. The art's really cool, but I don't know what it's called. Not complete ass. Like, at least you get -3/-3 is fine, but I don't know. When are you casting it to return something that costs 3 or less? Like, I don't know. Like, maybe you'd play it in a mid-range deck. It's Emptiness. You scroll past it.
It's Emptiness. Oh yeah. Yeah, the art's cool.
You should look at the special art. The borderless art's really, really cool.
That is nice. That is one thing I'll say about Vibrance. I hate that they made the cutest little thing ever, and then for the borderless, they made it disgusting. Yeah. And not in the cute, disgusting way.
Like, yeah, he does look. He looks like Cosmo if he was fucked up.
Yeah,
super fucked up Cosmo.
Literally.
Okay, to get back on pace, I'm gonna go ahead and choose my next one, which is Virulent Emissary.
Wait, didn't you just go with Deceit?
Oh, you did. Yep, you're right. Oh, my bad. We were talking about all this bullshit.
Yeah.
I won't go with that then.
Well, I don't even have it on my list, so I don't even know what the card does.
That's fine.
Screw it. Springleaf Drum.
Okay. Fuck it. Okay, fuck it.
We're going off the rails here.
Okay.
We're going purely on vibes.
This is some popper bullshit, man.
What do you mean popper?
This is some popper bullshit. maybe did Modern Infinity play it? They probably did.
Yeah. I think it's a fine card.
Okay, be real. You can take it back if you want to, okay?
No.
When or you think you're going okay, maybe this will bite me in the ass. This might be another Ancestral Recall thing. But
I don't think it is nearly that strong.
Okay, in my head it's like the same chance of being that strong. Where like there's like some unforeseen interaction, just like there was with like the monument artist talent shit. Anyway. I can't even imagine a top 8 deck being like, yeah, I put Springleaf Drum in my deck. I just can't even I just can't imagine looking at like MTGO challenge and being like, oh shit, fucking 3 Springleaf Drums. Like I don't know, but I mean, I don't know.
I think it is a.
It doesn't work with Badger Bowl Cub. It doesn't like.
Yeah, it. Truthfully, did not remember the full text of it when I put it on the list. But I still think it's fine. I think artifact decks, while I don't think you necessarily want it in the artifact decks, at the moment, I'm not an artifact player, so I...
Who is? It's like not really even a thing you can do in Standard right now, other than the, like... the simulacrum synthesizer, and that's fine, but it doesn't want this card even. They don't have creatures.
Fair. I think it's just a proven track record of being a strong card. I agree. I think it's potential, and I think it has more potential than a lot of other cards.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have a home. I can't think of a home. But it's got potential.
Okay.
Which is more than a lot of other cards.
Yeah. Okay, I changed my answer for the last one, but I'm not going to go with the thing I was going with before.
Okay.
Yeah, Springleaf Drum, bro. Okay. I'm going to go with Figure of Fable. Is that what it's called?
Oh, yeah.
Figure of Fable. The new, why can't I think? Now I can't even think of the new Kitkin thing, but what was the other? Figure of Destiny. Yeah. It's the new Figure of Destiny, and it's in white-green, which, notably, doesn't really have good one-drops. Aggressive one-drops, sorry. I mean, it's got Land of War Elves. And, like, there's a white 2/1 that exiles something from their hand. But that's, like, an okay card. I thought it would be better than it is. It's just okay. So, this card has, in my head, a similar play pattern to something like Hired Claw, but you get to play it in white and green, which I think fills a niche that we needed to fill, right? I mean... So you play it turn 1, you swing with it, it provides a threat of activation, just like Hired Claw does, to become a 2/3, just like Hired Claw does. Obviously, Hired Claw has higher toughness in the first place and also deals an extra damage, so Hired Claw is probably a better card than Figure of Fable. But Figure of Fable also, the next turn, has the optionality to turn into a 4/5, which is crazy. Like, I feel like this offers the same level of threat from your opposing, like the opposing side, as Hired Claw does. Like this just feels like white-green Hired Claw in a way to me. We don't have good one-drops, aggressive one-drops in this set, or in this format. I feel like.
I mean, we don't.
In white-green, sorry. Obviously, black has Cecil, red has Hired Claw. Red also has Kennen, what is his name? Who's the fucking dude? The little fairy guy.
Kellen. He hasn't seen play in forever.
He sees some one drop play in mono red. Sometimes. He sees like 1 or 2 copies. He's gonna fact check me because he thinks I'm a fucking moron.
I'm not seeing anything here, and when I do the spreadsheet, I don't really see it, but...
Is it another deck that I see it in as a 1-drop? I see it as a 1-drop, like 1 or 2 copies in something else. Or maybe... Hold on 1 second. Look, just go to the raw challenges. Don't use MTG Goldfish. I hate MTG Goldfish. Okay. Just go to the raw challenges.
I don't know what you're talking about.
MTG Online Standard Challenge. Decklist. Standard Challenge 32. Let's see if there's any mono red. Yeah, there's mono red. It's not in that one. Here, wait. Kellen. See, in some mono red decks, they'll run one or two copies. I'm not crazy.
True. I guess you're not crazy. In 13th place.
In 13th place, somebody ran one copy on January 10th. Yeah. But I'm telling you, it's not unheard of.
It's not unheard of.
But also that goes to show the length that people want one drops because they're playing like Stadium Crasher or whatever the hell.
Stadium Headliner?
Stadium Headliner. Sometimes they're playing Stadium Headliner. They're playing Burnout Bastronaut. I know it. I mean, it's fine. But I think Figure of Destiny's better. Figure of Fable.
I don't think it's better than Stadium Headliner.
I think it is.
I think it's a good card. I think it's a good card.
Okay.
I don't have too much to say about it. I think
Danny hates the set, by the way.
I guess I do. It's a fine card. I just don't I don't see a home for it. I just don't see much.
Okay. I mean, hey, if you don't see much, then you don't gotta say much. But I think it's good.
Yeah. I mean, I think it is just in a vacuum a good card. Oh. Yeah, it doesn't have a showcase.
How does this not have a showcase? This feels like the perfect showcase card. Figure of Destiny's an iconic card.
It's because Wizards knows it sucks.
Bullshit, man.
Okay, it doesn't suck, but it's
bullshit.
Fine. Oh, this card's nutso butso. I want to talk about it.
Nuts? Okay, suddenly pick 8, there's something nuts. Okay. After picking a limp dick for the past 3 picks, something's nuts that we haven't talked about.
What is that for? Kinsakar Sentry. 2 mana, 2/2 first strike lifelink, and it attacks, puts stuff on the battlefield. What is not good about this?
The fact that you've already played your 1-drops, and you've probably played your 2-drop, but maybe not. I mean, so you would have had to play a 1-drop with this, and then you have to attack with the 1-drop and this on turn 2 or turn 3. The 1-drop's probably dying because you have to attack with it. And then, it's fine. It's fine. Ideally, people are like, oh my god, what if you swing with this and Voice of Victory? Okay, you would have had to play Voice of Victory, then this, and then you're swinging on turn 4 to what? Put a 5/5 tapped and attacking into play? Okay, I guess, and then you're sacrificing your Voice of Victory because it just fucking dies because you had to swing with it. In my head, this creates really awkward attacking patterns that you don't want to participate in, and it's just weird.
Sure.
And you're not going to have enough 1-drops to where you're fine attacking with only this, because this does have a good attack. It's got first strike lifelink Q2, but you're not going to put a 1-drop tapped in and attacking, probably. It just seems okay. It's, to me, almost reads like the whatever the weasel from Bloomborough was that was just a 2-mana, 2/2 first strike lifelink.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I think that bottom text has some upside.
I agree it has the potential to break the card. I just don't think you're doing
broken. I think the card's just gas though. I mean, even if your turn 3 is you 1-drop this, 2-drop, play a 3-drop, attack with 2, get another 2-drop in, that just feels like a strong play pattern.
I think it could be strong and fine.
Yeah. And again, I think the first strike on it really sells the card.
I agree that first strike right now is pretty strong. But I also, it doesn't have relevant types. It doesn't have maybe it has relevant types. I don't think the Kithkin are going to be strong enough. I think it's fun that you can just, with this set, put a bunch of Kithkin in. And there is one good Kithkin, in my opinion, but I didn't put it on here. It's a 1-mana thing that says Behold a Kithkin, and it's a 2/1, and then it says whenever a creature enters the battlefield, it gets 1/1 until end of turn. That's a really strong card. 1-mana 2/1 that just gets buffed every time something enters the battlefield. Yeah, that's really strong. But you're not going to be beholding Kithkin because Kithkin are weak. Yeah. No, they're not weak. They're just not strong enough, I don't think, to see standard play. But I do think it's neat that you could just slam all the Kithkin from the set into one package and play it.
I mean, you could, yeah. And I mean, it's pick 8, but I think this card has merit. I think it's gas.
Okay. Hey, I'm glad. I'll say it. I'm just glad you're passionate about fucking something in this set, man. I just like I'll be like, this card's fucking awesome. That's fucking bullshit. Whatever. It's kind of bad. I'm so excited for something, and then you steal it from me. And you're like, that's fine, I guess. I just wanted to steal it. Bullshit. It's bullshit. All right. My next pick is gonna be Kyrol, Attentive First Year.
Okay, this card's also gas.
This card is really cool, and I think really good. Maybe just really cool, but I think it's really good. I mean, especially with something like Naya Legends with like the double triggers and whatever. With Annie Joins Up, I mean, you could play this, then play Annie Joins Up, tap 2 things, and then do 5 damage to 2 different things. Like, that's a really, really good play pattern. You could play this, and then any ETB effect, you tap like this and the thing that entered, or whatever. Like, there's just so many things. Like, if I were to pull up let me pull up Mox Field real fast, because I built a couple decks with this card. Like, you don't even need to play it in... You could play it in Red X. You could play it in White X. I have a Selesnya counters deck that I think that this is pretty good in, because anything that interacts with counters is almost certainly going to be a triggered ability. Like, this with... what's it called? What's the dude that removes counters, and then if you do a thing? Diadrene. Diadrene.
Yeah.
This with Diadrene's really cool. There's a lot of really, really, really cool shit. This with Ouroboros is really funny.
Yeah.
This with Ouroboros is very cool. This with Agris in the Naya Legends deck, where you could play this, then you could play Agris, and then double it, and just every time Agris does anything, he just exiles something. Anytime he enters or attacks, he exiles something. Like, it just seems very cool and very usable.
Yeah, no, I think it's a very good card.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gas. I think it's a good card. There's not too much to say about it. I mean, I don't think it has a meta home, but I think, again, this is where I go into, if we want to, like, again, like in my last pick, I don't think it's a tier 1 card, but in tier 2, tier 3, those decks are gas. They're, like, really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a really cool tier 2, tier 3 card.
I mean, there's some cards I feel like I should have picked, but I'm surprised you're scraping at the bottom of the barrel and like saying there's nothing left. There's like a good amount of things that I feel like I just don't even have enough time to get to them.
Fair, and I may just be a hater. You know, I may just be a hater. I have been known to be a hater in the past, but
once we're done, I'm gonna be hating on one fucking card very specifically
that I picked.
No, that is in existence.
Oh.
You can probably guess what it is.
Yeah.
Just based on.
Well, mine.
right.
No. Yeah.
That's your next pick.
No. My next pick. I don't want to troll, but I kind of want to give a shout out to the homie who is really high on a card, and it's not the card you're thinking of.
Okay.
I think it has an interesting play pattern though. No, we'll do something better. Is there anything better? Sure, there's an elephant in the room we haven't talked about. No, I'm not going to steal 2 picks from you.
No, you can. I don't care. I've got so many things I could pick.
Okay, cool. You're going to be pissed about it because I'm low on this card.
Yeah.
Bitter Blossom Bearer.
I'm not pissed about this. This one I think is generically good, unlike the other one, which I think is like a passion project of mine, which you stole from me, but that's fine.
I mean, Bitter Blossom is a good card.
That art is so good.
Yeah, I love the showcase for this set.
I like they just chose to make the fairies little insects this time. Like,
yeah, it's great.
I don't know if they did that in Lorwyn as intensely as they did here. Like, some of the fairies are actual fairies, and then some of the fairies are like mantises, and it's like that's really cool.
Yeah,
or like crickets or whatever's going on.
Such a cool set.
I love.
Like flavor wise, this set's awesome.
I agree, and the art is awesome because
the art's so good.
Have I ever shown you my second deck I ever built? I think I showed you the first one, which was mono blue flyers, where everything was flying, but also I had a bunch of enchantments to give things flying, even though they all had flying.
Based.
Then the second one was red white soldiers, which had a lot of Kithkin soldiers in it. So like Figure of Destiny was a card that I loved as a kid.
Yeah.
There was like like a triple hybrid red white spell that had a bunch of Kithkin with like bows and arrows on the art. I don't think it was a Kithkin, but it was red white. Anyway.
Yeah, that sounds sick. I think Bitter Blossom Bearer is fine. Flash is good. Flying is good. Bitter Blossom is good. Iroh's Demonstration is good.
Okay, fire magic is good, sure.
Like, I just think this card gets hated out and doesn't do a whole ton, but I could be wrong. I mean, it is a card that better players than I am are really high on this card, and Bitter Blossom has a past of being really, really good.
This is worse than Bitter Blossom.
It is worse than Bitter Blossom.
In a lot of ways. But I agree that I think it's good, even though you don't agree that you think it's good. I agree with the other people who think it's good.
I think it's good. In a vacuum, I don't think it's good at the moment.
Here's what I'm interested in, because I think its playability hinges almost completely on this, is how often do you have double black on turn 2? Number 1, in Dimir. I'm thinking Dimir only, essentially. And then number 2, how bad does it feel to Kaido this? Because those two things make me interested in how good it actually is. So, turn 2, you flashes in on their end step, you make a 1/1 with flying, and then you Kaido this. Was it good enough for the enter effect, essentially, to just be make a 1/1 flyer? I don't know. I don't know. If you can play this and then Kaido in something else, Kaido him in on like a whatever, something else, like the Spyglass or Cecil, or I mean, you're probably not doing it on Cecil, but maybe, I mean, if you have this out, you would be. This also does turbo you towards Cecil, I guess, if that's something you're interested in. Came in very high on it. I've now cooled down, and I think that the play patterns feel a little awkward with it, but I do think it's still good.
I think it's a good card that doesn't have a home. I don't think it's a Dimir card. I don't think it makes Dimir that much better, and it doesn't shore up any of its weaknesses. Like, Spell Snare and Hex really help Dimir on some of its weaknesses.
And if Fairy's a good deck, which I don't think it... So here's the thing. Fairy Fencing is good. Ego Drain is good.
Yes.
This set kind of pisses me off in one way, which is that it introduces all this typo stuff and then no payoffs for it. There's kindred things, which are almost all bad and can't be used in Delirium. It introduces kindred things, and then we have, like, I think Secluded Courtyard says creature spells of that type. Cavern of Souls says creature spells of that type. So these things can't even help cast these kindred spells. There's nothing that says when you cast a goblin, or when you cast a fairy, or when you cast a giant, or when you cast an elf. I mean... Yeah, not even the elf champion says when you cast an elf. It just says when you cast a creature. So, like, speaking of things that I probably should have put on my list, it's just that one design principle kind of pisses me off. The set is very cool thematically, very everything. That one design choice is confusing to me because they have all these fairies. Is there a single thing that fairies in particular? Is there a single thing that says that fairies matter literally fucking at all? Like,
not that I know.
It says there's like when you cast something on your opponent's turn. Okay, I guess.
Yeah.
But then those payoffs are all bad. And
the sad thing is, all I think it would take is one Fairy Lord.
Yes. One Flash Fairy Lord would completely change.
Yeah, fairies would be a lot better, a lot more interesting. As of right now, I mean, there's a lot of good fairy cards, but I don't think they're good together.
We have a Flash Merfolk. We had a Flash Merfolk Lord that wasn't good until I made it good, I guess.
Yeah.
But like, it can be good. They just didn't do anything for the fairies. It's just really annoying. Goblins have some really cool. I'm probably gonna pick a goblin next. There are some really good goblin payoffs. Like there's Hall of what's it called? The thing that aristocrats use, or Bastion of Remembrance.
Yeah.
There's Bastion of Remembrance for goblins. There's another goblin I'm about to pick. there are some good payoffs for the goblins.
I
Behold is not a good payoff. Is there even something that says Behold a Fairy? I don't. Probably. Like probably.
Probably.
But if I don't even know what it is, does it matter? Like,
I mean, obviously not.
Like, I don't know. Why did they not print any fairy support? It's kind of frustrating. And also, all the fairies have 1 toughness, so they're all really bad with the blight stuff.
Yeah.
It's just really confusing, to be honest.
It is very confusing.
It's very, very, very confusing and very bad. Like, I really wanted fairies to be good. I wanted fairies to do something cool. Because I was like, okay, well, we'll have a little bit of time where they're going to be good because we have until next year. We have like a calendar year until all the good fairies rotate from from the fairy tale. What am I?
Wilds of Eldraine.
Wild Eldraine. Eldraine was the word I was thinking of. Yeah. And we just don't get to do any of that. We have some payoff. Fairy fencing's a great payoff. Ego Drain's a fine payoff. And we just don't get to use any of it almost. Like, I could see a deck being fine. Like, look at this card, right? Nameless Inversion, right? Could be so cool, but we have nothing that gives a fuck about casting these types of creatures.
Yeah.
Anywhere in Standard at all. Nameless Inversion could be an awesome, awesome, awesome card. You can't see play though, because what can you name something in Standard that cares about you casting a specific creature spell? I don't think I can. Like, I literally can't.
Not off the top of my head. I'm sure they exist.
Like, this is only used. It's not used in the set. It's only used for beholding, which is not even that hard to. It's not hard to do, because it could be something on the battlefield or in your hand.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's just confusing. It's frustrating and confusing to me. I don't. Just my one rant about the set design is that.
Yeah, I think it's a little frustrating to me that for a typal set,
a very insulated typal set.
A very insulated.
By that I mean merfolk, giants, and treefolk are not really printed anywhere else. Or Kithkin, sorry.
Kithkin, yeah.
The elves are printed widely. Merfolk sometimes are printed. And then Kithkin, giants, and elementals are just, where the fuck are they ever?
Yeah. I mean, like, some of the, like, obviously, I don't know anyone that was like, oh, man, I really hope giants are good. But I think there's just some of these creature types, and it's really frustrating that they made the creature types that are already playable really gas.
Yeah, like goblins and elves are.
Goblins and elves are insane after this.
I like the merfolk. Merfolk, I think the merfolk deck is really good, but just because Deeproot Pilgrimage is such a fucking broken card.
I mean, yeah, Deeproot Pilgrimage is insane.
That's kind of the thing that makes the whole thing tick, but also creatures that are good happen to be merfolk, like Flood Pits, like Tishana's. Like,
yeah, that's what I was going to say, Tishana's. And, like, Mind Spring's a fun card.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, I think that's a big tick on set design as a whole. But, yeah. Anyway, your next pick.
My next pick is going to be the Goblin payoff I was talking about, which is Taster of Wares. Taster of Wares. This card is not only a really good Goblin payoff. Goblins now remind me of a stronger version of lizards. That's where I'm at with it. This card is like whatever the Sticky Tongue. No, Sticky Tongue was the 3/3 frog, but the lizard that was a 2/2 menace that looked at something's hand if they had lost life and then chooses something and gets rid of it.
Thought lock, warlock or whatever.
Thought liquor or something. For some reason,
it was
liquor.
definitely not liquor.
There's lick in my mind. Here, I'm gonna find it. Because now I'm pissed. Hold on. Type lizard set Bloomburrow rarity uncommon. Thought Stalker Warlock. Yeah, I was just completely wrong on the licking thing. But
this jit likes licking. This jit licks.
That's true. But anyway, it's like that, except exiles it and discarded it is double card advantage, right? This is a 3-for-1 potentially 3-for-1, right? Because not only one, you don't need to do damage initially, and then 2, it's like you cast this with probably like 2 other goblins on the field. You look at 3 of their cards, you choose like an instant if you want to have a 3-for-1.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't know this card existed. This card's very good.
Yeah, this card's really, really good. This is like the biggest payoff for goblins in my opinion.
Oh my gosh, I love this showcase.
Yeah, the showcase arts for this set are awesome. But
he looks so stupid.
If goblins going to see play, I feel like this is going to be the best card in the goblins deck.
Oh yeah, no, by far. This card, and it's a warlock, so it doesn't die to shoot.
Right.
Which
is why I was like, this kind of reminds me of the lizards thing. It's like they're all like warlocks or whatever.
Yeah, no, this card's gas. I like it a lot. I think it could hold goblins together pretty well. And I think there's already a lot of good goblins.
We've got a lot of we've got good 1-drop goblins, which is the most important thing. We have Burnout Bastronaut and the Stadium Headliner. And we have another good 1-drop goblin from this set. So.
Okay, we're on to our last.
We are on the last pick.
Huh.
What was your 9th pick? Sorry.
Bitter Blossom.
Bitter Blossom, yes, right.
So a lot of cards I want to talk about.
Me too.
And inevitably, there's some broken uncommon that we're missing.
I have some uncommons that I want to talk about for sure. There's one guy I really want to be good, but I don't think he will be.
Yeah. I
know you're going to do it. Are you looking at what I was looking at?
This one?
Yeah.
I want to say it, but I don't think the card's good.
I agree.
I think the card's very fun. We'll talk about it in honorable mentions.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with my gut. Champions of the Perfect.
That's fair.
Like I said earlier, I think elves are by and away the best creature type in this set. And I think
constructed?
For constructed, yeah.
Okay.
I have not looked at limited, so I couldn't tell you. I would assume the elves are pretty good, but I mean, you don't have Llanowar, you don't have Archdruid, so maybe not. But in constructed, you do have Llanowar elves, and you do have Archdruid, and
you do have another good 1-drop that they introduced that I wanted to talk about.
1-drop. Oh yeah,
Virulent Emissary.
Yeah, you have the Soul Sister.
Soul Sister that has Death Touch.
Yeah, which is absurd.
Really good.
You have Tyvar's an elf that's
Tyvar's
relevant. Elves already existed pre-Lorwyn, and they just printed gas. And this is the premium gas. This is like the $2 extra a gallon type of gas.
This will probably be $2.
Maybe that. I don't know. I think when people catch on, cast a creature spell, draw a card is just so good.
I agree.
It's just so good. Beholding an elf is not a problem.
But then you exile it. That's the biggest problem to me. You might do a Dwynen's Elite token is fine, and then maybe you have an elf in hand. But the problem is you want elves in hand so that you can play them for this.
Yeah, it's a little. It's
awkward. Also a 4-mana 6/6, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I think it is the best elf payoff. And it is followed by the Elf Lord that I'm blanking on the name of. That's also
the 3-mana uncommon.
Yeah, the 3-mana uncommon.
That one's pretty good.
It's just very good. I think obviously in a perfect world we would have Elvish Mystic or just one more 1-mana elf that taps for mana.
I know. Or, here's the thing, or any other 1-mana elf, by the way, because the only good 1-mana elf is Llanowar elf and this Virulent Emissary. That's why I think it's a little awkward.
Yeah, it might be a little awkward.
Because turn 2, you don't really have many plays other than you have. So here's my problem with the deck is that turn 1, you have 2 good plays. Turn 2, you have 2 good play. You've got 1 good play, which is Badger Molcub. If you don't have Llanowar elves.
Yeah.
And then you have a lot of things to do on turn 3. So that's where it becomes a little awkward for me.
That's fair. I definitely think it is, it could be a little awkward. I haven't experimented with the deck yet, but, I think the support's there for elves. I think if anything has support, it's elves. I think even the Green Suns that we haven't talked about.
I'm going to talk about.
Oh,
it.
okay. Then we'll get to that when we get to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just so many good elf cards.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll get to it now.
Yeah.
So, Celestial Reunion, I don't think I don't think it would do the set justice to not at least discuss this card.
Yeah.
For this, it's Green Sun Zenith that it's typo Green Sun Zenith, but the creature doesn't need to be that specific color. It just needs to be that creature type. I was initially very high on this card. I came in very high. I'm still pretty high on it. I'm worried that things become awkward, and I'm not sure like when to slot this in. Like maybe you do slot this into elves, and you probably do. And you just get whatever the best elf you need, like in the toolbox, right? Like that one green Sentinel of the Lost Lore or something. I think Sentinel of Lost Lore sounds right. Like that's like a good sideboard card that maybe you could put main board because you have Celestial Reunion and you have like the 3-mana 2/4 elf that like discards and draws. Like I feel like that could be good with this. This just reads to me like it's worse Nature's Rhythm probably, unless you're in Typal, and then it's actually much better.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to articulate how I feel about it. I really do like this card, and I want it to see play. I'm just worried that Typal as a dominant thing has bygone its standard era. I'm like worried about that. And this, if standard elves is good, Nature's Rhythm might just be better than this in that deck.
It may be.
It may be just better than it in that deck. I wish this is the type of thing that I don't know. I don't know what to say about this card. I just like it, and I want it to be good.
It's a very strong card.
And I actually think it's a weaker payoff than the card that I would pick. You know what? I kind of just changed my pick, even though I think this is a great card and I want to talk about it.
You can change your pick.
I'm gonna change it to Marilyn Fey Ascendant because I don't think this card is gonna see any points, but I want it to be as good as I'm imagining it to be. So Marilyn reminds me of this one alchemy card. Is it Granko? Is that his name? Granko, he's 4 black red that when he enters you heist your opponent's library, and then at the beginning of your upkeep you also heist your opponent's library, and once per turn you can cast something for 0 that you own in exile but don't, or control in exile, or whatever you have in exile but you don't own. Okay? Yeah. This card to me feels very, very, very similar to that if you can get the mana going, because it's 5 mana, essentially exile the top 2, and you can cast something for free from that top, which is already very strong if you hit any non-land. Then every turn from that point on, you are essentially, either if they have counter spells or if they have anything, it doesn't say once per turn on your turn, by the way, which is what this effect would normally say, I feel like, these days. Instead, it's just like, you play this, you can cast shit for free on your turn and your opponent's turn, and then you can start exiling more shit every single turn. And maybe once you play this for 5 mana, you've gassed out and you can't trigger as much as you want to, and that's totally a possibility. I just want to give credence to this card as a not only somewhat well statted for 5 mana, but also card advantage and game winning if you get it online, essentially.
Yes, if you get it online, I think this card's not so but so.
But I haven't play tested like I normally do. I don't know how easy it is to get this online. I feel like it's easy to play this on turn 4 or whatever, like very easy to play on turn 4 for sure. And the mana base is fine for Sultai elves, and this might be like one of the only blue things you're playing other than whatever the counter spell that is like X green blue.
Yeah.
Repulsive mutation. Like, I don't know. I really want this card to be good, and I believe in its ability to be good, but it kind of really, really, really matters on whether you hit something good from the top 2 cards when you first play it.
Yeah, my problems with this card is, like I said, I feel like there's a high chance that you gas out before you can turn it on. And I think the mana is an issue.
I don't think so.
I don't know if it's worth making my mana base less consistent.
It's not even that much less consistent now, right? I mean, you have green-blue and green-black lands, and I don't know. I don't think it's that much less consistent. Like, you're playing, so here's what your mana base looks like, okay? You have, all of them are going to be base green. So you have green-blue, Virgins and Shocks, green-black, Virgins and Shocks, maybe some starting towns, and you're running some removal spells. You're running, like, maybe a couple black, like, here, let me pull up my list. It's not, you don't sacrifice much to get that mana. And also, the life hurts less because you have Virulent Emissary, right? Like, that is now a card that lets you survive for longer. I don't think it's that big of an issue. You're playing some black cards. Like, you're probably playing some of Merkant's Loyalist, which is the Lord. You might play a Gloom Ripper, which is a new kill spell, like Wing-Con for elves, and then in the sideboard you might run some removal, like maybe some Shoot the Sheriffs, something, whatever. And it doesn't really cost you much, right? Because you're playing Overgrown Tombs, Breeding Pools, Wastewood Verges, Willow Rush Verges, and like that's probably just enough.
It might be. I might be overthinking it. I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze. I think you're fighting so many things to make something that could be really good when you can just focus in on a route. Like, I feel like that card wants you to play a longer game, and Elves as a play style does not want you to play a longer game.
I think traditional, again, this is what I mean though. Traditional Elves wants you to play a shorter game. I don't think you can do that in Standard. I don't think you can play a shorter game in Standard with Elves because everything's a fucking 3-drop.
I guess.
Like, that was my problem running into it. That's basically why I picked this card. Because I think if Elves is going to be good, you're going to be able to get to 5 mana.
Yeah.
Just because you're not killing people on turn 4. You're just not. Like, it's just not like how it used to be. Like, you don't have a good 2-drop Elf. It just is how it is.
That's fair. I mean, I don't think this is a terrible card. I don't know. I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze.
That's fair. So, yeah, I mean, I agree. A lot of these cards are... The problem with doing the fantasy thing with this set is that so many things are so heavy on one specific thing being good, and you kind of just have to throw out like a buckshot of what you think could be good and spec into different things and then hope they're good.
Yeah.
So, did you want to give out any like shout outs to certain cards that you think could be good?
Could be good, could be fun. There's some more fun cards.
Mutable Explorer is a fun card.
That is a very fun card.
I like making a Mutavault token.
Yes, that's very interesting. The 3-mana Johnny's neat.
I think the 3-mana Johnny will see some play. And I think people are hating on the 3-mana Johnny. I don't really... I get why, but +1 to make an aggressively, like, a capable body and then a -2 that is relevant. When you, mostly only on the turn you play it, but it is relevant. You don't need to... people are like, you're never going to ultimate. Bro, when are you fucking ultimating Planeswalkers anyway?
Yeah.
Literally never, right? Like, you're fine with this just being 3 mana, every turn make a 1/1. Yeah. And then sometimes you're -2ing to kill something. Like, ideally, you're playing this on turn 3, -2, kill one of their, like, whatever 2 drops, and then you just +1 for the rest of the time. Yeah. Like, that's fine. Like, or in control matchups, you just play it, and then you're +1 for the rest of the time. I mean, like, not everybody has access to Mono Blue Kaido, which is definitely a better card than this.
Yeah.
But this is, it's got its own uses.
It's fine. I think it's a neat card.
Can we hate?
Yeah.
Go to the next page.
We can hate.
I think no card has made me hate the Magic community recently more than Hexing Squelcher. This card pisses me the fuck off. I see I go on Instagram Reels. I get a fucking dude. I get like this. No hate to this guy, but like I see this guy over and over and over making like 30,000, 40,000 like Instagram Reels of him just being like, oh, this is a cool set, man, whatever. And then he sees this card and or it's like the whole Magic community sees this card. They're like, holy fuck, no. Oh my God, Red's gonna be so broken. Oh my God, dude. Like, this is actually like the most broken card of all time. Everyone in the comments is like, dude, I can't believe they printed this card, bro. Can we pre-ban this card? This card's fucking ridiculous. I mean, obviously they're talking about Commander. Even in Commander, I don't think it's that good. These people don't. Everyone's card evaluation is super bad, including mine. Half the time, a third of the time, but like this card is just turbo fucking unusable. Like maybe maybe Red Black Goblins will play it in the sideboard in some matchups, but even in those matchups, are the fucking control decks still bringing their counter spells? No. Like, what does this do? Like, this is just fucking Gev, but like kind of worse. Like, I just, what does this card do? Like, it doesn't do anything. It's 2 mana 2/2. It's 2 mana, lose 2 life. Opponent loses 2 life. Like, it's 2 mana shock their face. I don't know. It doesn't have first strike. It's not like I don't know. This card I just think this card sucks. People are like mono red combo decks in standard. What mono red combo decks? No, nothing uses this card. People are like, I think it will be. There's people who've been like, I think it'll see play in standard. Fucking where?
Yeah, it's
just bad voice of victory. Like, really bad voice of victory. Like, voice of victory, if you fucking had to put it through ChatGPT and said, make me the worst fucking version of this that could be possibly playable. It's just bad.
I don't think it is a standard card.
Even in Commander, who the fuck is playing this? The people who are getting mad about this have already taken the counter spells out of their deck because they're mad that fucking blue exists in the first place.
I think at higher level Commander players.
Who gives a fuck about them? They shouldn't control the fucking. They shouldn't control the discourse. Nobody's playing higher level Commander. Like,
I promise you, a lot more people do than you think.
Maybe
at a competent level, that is an argument to be had.
Okay, at a competent level, high level Commander doesn't exist because they don't require competent players. Look, I'm just saying. This card should not be getting the hype it does. It's got to be a $5 card in like a month, and it deserves to be lower. And if it isn't a $5 card, it's only because of the fucking hype. Like, imagine being the fucking moron that buys this pre-sale for $50. Let's go to fucking... No, let's see how many people have done that, actually. Let's check. How many people have bought this card on TCG Player for $50 fucking dollars? Oh, let's see. Wait, where do we see it? Wait, where do we see an amount sold again?
I don't.
There's a number that says the amount sold.
I think it's on the chart.
It is? No, it's not the home. View more data. Where the fuck is it? I know there's something that says it. Do you have to sign in? No, hopefully not.
Yeah, I'm not signing in if you do. I don't have a TCG Player account.
What?
Why would I?
I don't know. You've never sold anything?
No.
What?
I sell it to
Total
the store.
sold 250 fucking people, or at least 2 people have bought 250 versions of this card for $50. 250 for $50. This card is not worth the fucking cardboard it's printed on. That's probably not true. But like, it's a $5 card. It's a $5 card. Voice of Victory should be 5 times as expensive as this, at least. And but like, I guess Voice of Victory should be a $250 fucking card. I mean, obviously it's pre-sale prices, but like, I know it'll be $20 at pre-release, which is a crime. It's a crime. Like, genuinely, there's gonna be people who show up to the store and they're like, "Hey, do you have any fucking Hexing Squelcher? Oh my god, it's only $20. Yeah, fuck it, I'll buy it. I might buy 2. Like, it's ridiculous. This card just sucks. It's a $5 card that sucks. It's gonna be a $10 card that should be a $5 card that should be a $2 card that sucks.
It's gonna be a $30 card.
No, it's not. It's not gonna be 30. It's a rare. If it was a mythic, it would be a $30 card. He doesn't know the market. He doesn't. What does he do? Work at a fucking card shop?
Yeah,
Dumbass.
literally. What do I do?
Okay, if this card's $30, I'm killing myself. Maybe I should cut that. I'll keep it in. I don't care. This should not be $50, and it shouldn't be $30. You think it's gonna be $30? I think by next Friday, it'll be $10. It should be $5. It should be $2. But it's going to be $10. Then over the next month and a half, it's going to be $5. And then after that, it might sit at $5. But again, in another month, it should be $2. And people are going to forget that this card exists because they've moved on to their new shiny toys because they're fucking people who are like sitting in their crib. And then you put like one of those weird things that has all the toys spinning above them. And it's like, this card's 2
Wait,
cents.
no, that's the wrong one.
Tully Primal Conqueror. Okay, great. Primal Conqueror is fun to play. This other card's not fun to play.
Is this a $33 card to you?
No. But it wasn't a $33 card for a long time.
You know why it's $33?
Commander? Casual Commander.
No,
No, it's definitely Casual Commander.
it is not.
CDH does not drive prices.
It does more than you think. I promise you, it does more than you think. It is baffling, but it does more than you think. And
there's tons. I don't think so. I think this is okay. Every single person I've ever spoken to about Atali does not play like CDH. They just love playing as their commander, as a casual thing. I don't think it's CDH.
Then why is it spiking around the time it gets really good in CDH?
It got really good in CDH.
Yeah, it's one of the best decks in CDH right now.
I don't know. Maybe it is CDH then.
That is the thing. That is why it's going to be a $30 card.
But CDH does this all the time, where they hype the fuck out of a card, and then they are like, oh wait, we shouldn't have been playing this. It was actually fucking dog shit the whole time, and then they just forget about it. Like I don't know. I feel like this is gonna be forgotten about, just like everything else. Like why Voice of Victory has to be a better card than that in CDH, and it's not driven price at all. And the people who are engaging with this, giving those Instagram Reels 40,000 likes, are not CDH players. They aren't. Maybe 1 out of 100 commenters are playing CDH. Most people are like, oh, everyone online is talking about how good this is. It must be really good in Commander. I don't know how to engage with card evaluation because I'm just a casual player. Fine. Everyone else is saying it's really good, so it must be worth money because it must be good. That's how the average Magic player engages with this game. And I think if this card is good, it's if it's because of CDH, it's because CDH players are for some reason driving the conversation, not because they're driving the price.
It is, I will admit, I am not knowledgeable about CDH. I do not put a lot of time and energy into that format. It's not a real format. I do not put a lot of energy into playing that style of Commander. I go by my favorite saying of 60 card is good Magic and Commander is fun Magic, where you can do fun, stupid shit.
I do fun, stupid shit in Standard and win, and it's
neither are mutually exclusive. I can play really good Magic in Commander, and I can play really fun Magic in Standard. But on average, I feel better about the games I play in Standard. I feel they are higher quality, better experiences. And I am more comfortable in Commander doing fun, stupid shit.
I mean, I generally agree. I mean, you know what I think about Commander.
Yes, I know what you think about
I hate Commander.
So I engage with Commander very casually, but I try, working at the card store, I try and keep a tab on every format. And I have a lot of customers that play CDH at my store, so I try and drive engagement with them. And to my knowledge of that format, this card is very good in CDH. It is very good.
I don't even trust the people who play their own format. I'm sorry. I just don't. They can say whatever they want. I just don't believe them.
It is the line of text that says spells you control can't be countered.
Great. They run fucking removal spells. No? Like, imagine you play.
You win on the stack on top of that, and then if someone tries to win on top of your stack, you can still counter their spells.
But isn't that the same with Voice of Victory? And Voice of Victory isn't a $30 card?
Yes, but not every deck plays white.
Okay, I mean, I guess. But, like, are there decks that are playing
Rodsai.
Are the decks that are playing red winning on the stack in response to a removal spell?
Yes.
Like, with how?
Look, again.
But aren't these decks, like, all, like, 4 colors? Am I wrong?
Yes. Yeah, Rogthras, Rogsai is gonna love this card. Maybe I think Tim Necrom might as an additional piece. Atali's gonna like this
But
card.
does Atali win on the stack when you cast this?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, maybe I just don't know. But like, I don't know. I just don't. I don't know.
So again,
So like, there are some decks in a format in which 1% of Commander players play. I don't think that's going to drive price. I just don't think so. I think it's going to drive price because it's been hyped up for all Commander players, even though it's not good for all Commander players. And maybe they'll get baited by, oh, I just hate blue because I'm like a little Timmy or whatever, and like I don't want my shit to be countered, so I'm going to buy this. But like, I don't know. I think it's literally a scam to buy this for anything more than $5. Like, I'm certainly not going to buy it for standard. And if I open it, I'm glad it's so expensive because I'm never buying it. And if I open it, I'm fucking rich. So
yeah, no, this is an insta sell for me. I don't have much, even in my Commander decks that play red, I don't have an interest in this. I don't play at tables that it's going to be particularly good at. And even if I do play at those tables, it's just not the type of card I enjoy.
Okay, I'm gonna edit something in here. Okay. Yeah. I just ranted about Hexing Culture for like 5.5 minutes. So if you don't want to see that, I'm going to put like a little time skip, okay?
Yeah.
So
let's get back to fun cards.
Yeah.
Cards we like.
Okay, cards I like.
Did we talk about Abigail yet?
No.
Abigail's cool.
It's fun.
It's fun. It's a cool card. There's a lot of cards like this. I know during the actual draft I was all poo-poo, this set sucks. Again, tier 2, tier 3, there are so many cool designs in this set. I think there's so many fun things to do in this set. I don't think there's a lot of great things to do in this set, but I think there's a lot of fun things to do in this set. And I think that's important. There are a lot of people that play standard casually, whether we admit it or not. Some are better than others. And I think Abigail is a great casual standard card. Even casual modern, Death Shadowing Abigail sounds like one of the best experiences of all time. Yeah, I think it's a cool card. Cool design. I like it. I want to talk about it.
Yeah, it's cool. It's fun. There's a few things you can do in standard with it, so it's fine. One of the things I'm most excited for Merfolk is Deep Channel Duelist. The uncommon Merfolk Lord. It just seems really, really good. I mean, those of you who know me know my decks that I like to play. Like, I piloted a really, really successful Merfolk deck for a while, but it was post-banning of Cutter pre-rotation, where I felt like Merfolk was actually good. Like, Vivi was still, being discovered then, seeing play in like a monument package with Soul Cauldron. So that deck was really good against Vivi. It was really good. It was just really good. It was a good meta call. And like, I won a store championship with it. I won a few Friday Night Magics with it, whatever. I feel like I could have taken it to RCQs and done well with it. I just didn't have the time because there was like maybe a month, less than a month, and I really wanted to play with it. And I was really sad because I was seeing really good results with it. Nobody else was playing it. Nobody else had seen it before. And I want to get back to that point. And this helps do that. Like, the Merfolk deck is strong and unexpected, and I'm hoping to see more results with it until at least Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and then who knows what the fuck that's going to bring into the format.
Set of all time.
The set of all time.
Another fun card I want to talk about is Doran. I don't think it's good, but I think it is mad fun. It's mad cool design. And honestly, the coolest part of this card is I don't even care about the toughness matters type stuff. Doing the Sunset Saboteur with this card, attacking for 7/4 menace. Like, it's slow. Yes, there's so many flaws with this game plan, but it's just a cool design. I think the design's cool. Even like Preacher of the Schism's great with it, making it a 4/6 attacker with Death Touch. There's just a lot of weird cards that have that gap that makes this really fun, in my opinion.
Yeah. There's like one segment I want to do in which, for some reason, Red Green got some really good pump spells, like just an inordinate amount of pump spells that seemed pretty good. So Red got Impolite Entrance, which is a sorcery that says target creature gains trample and haste, and then draw a card. So it's just for one, which seems, pretty good, serviceable at least. also pretty decent in like Leyline for like the draw effect, whatever. Reckless Ransacking, instant give something +3/+2, and then make a treasure token. So that in conjunction with Leyline, that becomes a free spell. So it basically 0 mana, give something +6/+4. That seems pretty good, like especially in the Leyline plan, potentially. And then you also have Gold Rush, which is 2 mana, give something +6/+6, and refunds itself with treasure tokens. So like there are certainly paths you could take in Gruul Leyline where you play a 2 mana creature and then or like play whatever. Maybe you play a 1 mana creature and then you buff it for free, and then you just kill them. Right? Like these are things you can do. Then there was Blossoming Defense, which is a reprint from some time, Kaladesh or something. Or Avishkar or whatever. I mean, the set's still called Kaladesh, right? But the plane is Avishkar, so we would call it Kaladesh. So, like, plus 1 mana, +2/+2, and hexproof until end of turn. Like, that just seems like a pretty solid card, potentially. I mean, maybe worse than Snakeskin Veil, not sure. Probably worse than Snakeskin Veil. And then there's Thought Weft Charge, which is a really interesting buff spell to me as well, which is it's a 2 mana, gives something +3/+3, and then if a creature entered the battlefield this turn under my control, you draw a card. So like these are just like a bunch of efficient, good resource like resupplying buff spells, which I think there's like some. I think there's a lot you could maybe do with them, and I'm interested to see how they go. Like, Thought Weft Charge in specific, I think, is a card that could see play in the future. Just 2 mana, buff something, draw a card. Just seems potentially good. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Feel decent about it.
Those all sound pretty good. I don't really pay attention to buff spells. I don't like those decks playing them. But, I mean, so I'm, like, really bad at evaluating buff spells, but those seem good.
Yeah.
Like, they all seem pretty good, pretty reasonable.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, well,